Hi everybody. I'm here today with James Cliffe, Managing Director at LSEG. LSEG are a FinTech North partner for 2021, and I just want to say thanks to James and the team at LSEG for their support. As a partner, really, without their support, we would be unable to continue doing the work that we do across the Northern ecosystem, supporting FinTechs and bringing the FinTech community together. So I'm delighted to be joined by James today, and obviously, want to thank him for his support. James supported one of our conferences last year, the virtual Manchester conference, as a speaker. So it's great to be back with James today. James, I just want to ask you a few questions, I suppose, so our community can really get to know LSEG a bit better. So, can you tell us your story? Tell us how the company started.
Yeah, so thanks, Joe. So LSEG is the London Stock Exchange Group, and we go back over 300 years. We can trace our origins back to a coffee house in the city of London. But in terms of our fintech credentials, we actually claim to be the world's oldest or the world's first fintech, when Paul Julius Reuter used carrier pigeons to transmit stock market prices. We quickly moved on from that to transmitting prices via cable under the sea, and other innovations that we've led were, the first electronic FX market, which was actually the world's first social platform. That was back in the early 70s, and since then we've really grown. LSEG has acquired a number of businesses. The most recent acquisition being the Refinitiv business, which was the data and analytics business of Thomson Reuters, and with the Refinitiv acquisition, that really takes LSEG into the cloud, and we have an unmatched level of content and data and infrastructure to support the world's financial markets, and that's our role. We're LSEG. We're here to drive financial stability. We're here to help economies grow. But to do that by enabling customers to create sustainable growth and using our data to drive improvement, to make better decisions, to get to alpha, for want of a better phrase, where they can really create value in their own trading activities. And what sets us apart is, when you look at the capabilities of LSEG, we've got a footprint in 190 countries. We've got global connectivity. But then the content, the platforms that we have cover multi-asset class, and we've got front to back coverage. So across the whole trade life cycle, for whatever somebody wants to trade in, we can support them. So effectively, we become a one-stop partner for them.
Thanks for that, James. That's a brilliant overview, and it's amazing to be talking to the world's first fintech, of course. So you kind of touched upon it there, but what issues and problems do you help fintechs solve? Really, how do you help your clients out?
So fintechs, they need quality data to be able to power AI and machine learning engines. If the data that's going in is wrong, it gives a kind of tricky foundation to the proposition that the fintech is delivering. So really having that ability to transmit data to customers in the format that the customers want to ingest it is really important. So many of our customers take data through a terminal, some take data through a feed on premise, but more and more our customers are using APIs to use data into their cloud applications. We've got complete flexibility. We've got an open access platform, and that's really what we're about. It's giving access to data and building essential partnerships with our customers.
Brilliant. Just got a couple of questions now around the FinTech North community. Obviously, we bring together a community of over 4,500 people across the north of England who are interested in FinTech and working with FinTech and working in FinTech. Sorry. Question for you about the community then. So, what could the community do to kind of get involved or even help?
Well, look, I mean, partnerships are key to us. Our open access platform is just that. So, we provide our own data through the Refinitiv data platform, but we also bring in third-party data, and customers are able to route their own proprietary data through the platform as well. So we work with a variety of partners across different proposition areas. Some of the real hot topics at the moment, ESG sustainability is front and center of the agenda in every conversation that we have with a customer. The banks that we support are looking at how they can really build sustainability into the heart of their offering to their customers, whether that's on buy side or sell side. And then, for some fintechs who've got great new customer offerings, they're really concerned about the threat of financial crime, because for every new proposition that's out there, you can guarantee that there's somebody that's trying to crack it to use it for bad actor purposes. So people may not be aware that WorldCheck is part of our offering. WorldCheck's the biggest financial crime database. We've got over 5 million names in there of bad actors who people need to be aware of, and who are trying to use the financial system for unfortunate ill choosing my words right. They're trying to use the financial markets to support financial crime.
Yeah, and it's a really good point you make, especially in the wake of so much digital transformation over the last 18 months or so as well. There's kind of big areas of risk that have opened up with such a kind of fast move towards digitalization. So yeah, well, I think that kind of segues quite nicely into my last question for you, really. Who within the community are you looking to meet or speak with, and I guess how can they reach out to you?
Well, look, we're going to be at the event, so look out for my colleagues from LSEG. And really, we're keen to talk to anybody that has an interest in financial markets, in data, in analytics, who wants to learn more about what LSEG can do to either support them or partner with them.
Brilliant, thank you, James. Well, yeah, we'll make sure that we include all contact details along with the write-up of this interview. I want to thank you for your time, and of course, really looking forward to meeting with your colleagues and yourself on the 30th of November at our Manchester conference. So yeah, James, thank you for your time. Over and out from FinTech North.
Thanks, Joe.